The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Monroe, Louisiana, home to the ULM Warhawks. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, squaring off with another Sun Belt foe, the UL Monroe Warhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Raging Cajuns will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Louisiana Monroe's offense will get the first crack at it here. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
So, Reese, and I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on, but this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
Right back to the well. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Here's the handoff. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Warhawks will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. So the Raging Cajuns offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And the Raging Cajuns are in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Maddox. Got it in the middle, it's Clinton. He is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32. Both these teams have had some good moments this year, and they'd love nothing better than to improve their bowl positioning, build a little momentum by getting a win in this one.
You're just trying to punctuate the season, right? How big would it be for one of these two programs to finish the year as a ranked team? It would help them so much in the offseason with recruiting and really help their confidence looking ahead to next year, David.
And confidence and momentum and just learning how to win. A part of that is a part of the process of being great in the future. And this team, learning how to win, finding ways to get it done, it's only going to build momentum, and hopefully you can carry that over to next season.
Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Clinton. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. He'll keep it on the sneak. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Raging Cajuns are on the move. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man in the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
He'll run the sneak for it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the ground, it's Ellis. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. Looking for a man. It's Maddox. Rush is on him. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got enough for the first. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Running game got it done on the last play, now it's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, but not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important...
Oh, what a play! It's intercepted. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Looking downfield, it's Maddox. Got his man. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Cajuns! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Texas A&M is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Johnny Manziel, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Eastern Michigan. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That's reeled in. It's Mayo. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. They go to the wide receiver screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion.
Get set, get set.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
Second down coming up.
That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. The Warhawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Hart. Got it in the middle, it's Mayo. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Come on, set.
They'll give it to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Warhawks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
from the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Warhawks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. He'll pull it down and run. Turning it on! He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Snagged out of the air. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
And here they come to give it another shot on 3rd and goal from the 3. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
After putting up a 3 spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? The Raging Cajuns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's got his man.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And let's not complicate this. It's worked before. The QB sneak continues to get 1st downs. Keep using it. Keep moving the chains.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Maddox. The throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Gets off his 1st one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the running back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Warhawks are facing 3rd and inches. Looking to throw, it's Hart. Oh, they're after him. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Warhawks. Once he got some room, it was over.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. How about those sweet twinkle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38?
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Can't get him to the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
When you're running up the middle, you got so many big boys on the inside. When you run this toss out wide, it's nice because you get away from all the beef. You get to get on the perimeter, make some of those little guys make some tackles out wide. The running back really appreciates when you give him some tosses.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Hart. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Gets it out quickly. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Raging Cajuns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Throws to the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Complete to the right. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. To the air on first down. Finds his man in the middle. He breaks a tackle.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
This will likely be the last play of the half. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds his man down the middle. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that's going to tie it up. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Just about set to put toe to leather as we are deadlocked here in the 3rd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the running back from the shotgun. There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Raging Cajuns are marching down the field. Quick release by the QB. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Maddox. Takes the easy one to the back. Runs for the tackle. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Raging Cajuns line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Raging Cajuns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Back has it. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with the speed.
Had it in his hands for the score and let him fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. They come to the line of scrimmage full of guts, passing on the field goal attempt that would give them the lead and going for the touchdown on fourth down. To the air, it's Maddox. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Wisconsin has the lead right now. Feels like Bucky's been doing his share of push-ups, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 4 over Ohio State. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll try the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Reads it, fires complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Raging Cajuns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. To the air, it's Maddox. That's caught. It's Ezukama. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Raging Cajuns decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He's got great speed. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Really nice timing on that out route there. Good anticipation by the QB, getting it out on time. And how about the receiver securing the catch, tapping the toes before he went out of bounds?
They'll leave it with him. On his feet at the 40. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later, but you got to tackle this guy.
Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Warhawks will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to run it. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Back to pass, it's Hart. Lets it fly. Touchdown, UL Monroe. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Clinton. Nice move there. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the fourth quarter, an opportunity to move on top. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Back to throw, it's Hart. Firing to the right, complete. Still running at the 40. There he goes. Touchdown, Warhawks. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And that is a big hit. And that's a hit that I'm going, listen, if I'm the OC, I'm the head coach, I don't want to take many of those. I want to run the RPOs and I want to run my quarterback. But, Palmer, I got to understand the difference between the critical situations when I want him to take hits and the other times when I want him to take a slide.
Yeah, you got to live to play another day if you're this quarterback right now. You know this defense, their eyes are lighting up every time they see you take off and run. They know they're going to get those opportunities to try to put you down. You've got to slide. You've got to try to get out of bounds. You've got to really try to save yourself because this team needs you if they're going to win the game.
Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Looking to pass. It's Hart. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. And the Warhawks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The Warhawks getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Got the first down and more. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Warhawks are moving quickly down the field.
Here we go.
And off from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Pound 55 weak.
From the gun, the running back has it. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
Okay.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Back to throw, it's Hart. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, UL Monroe. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, Phyllis. Wisconsin is ahead early inside Camp Randall, but that's not exactly Ron Dane out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 11 over Ohio State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They'll move the tight end. On the run, it's Clinton. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. He's got the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking for a man, it's Maddox. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He's got it, 1st down and more. And they finally get it to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Fighting off the defender. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Raging Cajuns want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Using the quick game. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Hart. Caught over the middle, it's Mayo. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Warhawks with the 1st and 10. The give and tick, 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 tick. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Warhawks are moving quickly down the field. To the ground with the back. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the 4th quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need to
turning it on. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
But how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop.
In the backfield, it's Mayo. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.